Hey Tom, it's Jeff here, and I think I'm ready to go here on this Australian dollar futures. This is my first chart here that I want to mark up. I'm going to try to do this within the 10 minutes. First thing I want to do is get my high marked off. Get my low marked off. Maybe a midpoint here. Let's see, anything else? Maybe this right here. And this one right there. Okay, I'll change this to yellow. Change this to yellow. Okay. And from there, I want to start right into a quick fib. I took it from this impulse move here down to the low, and it gets a perfect hit right here. Hold on the 50. And I then went ahead and did another fib from right at this point here up to the top where it hits the 50, and boom, right on the 50, goes through the 61.8, but turns back here right on the 78.6. Zoom in onto a daily chart. And the next fib, instead of coming from this high, I took it right here at this impulse move from here down to the bottom, and we come up and it hits perfectly on the 61.8. So I got another validation here from that anchor point. At this point, since I have this, I took a trend line from here, hitting right anchoring on this point right here. And then let's see, we zoom in, we'll come over here. I then want to draw another fib. Since I'm validated up here, I've got my trend line. I took another fib from this point here. It all worked out right here, but this is the anchor point that I chose, up to the 61.8 and this top point right here. And this one works also. So this one comes down, comes along the 61.8, drops down to the 78.6. Now, I noticed some interesting things here, and that is I've got a supply zone right here, zone. Right there. And it also turns out that this is a pretty good candidate, I would say, for a change control zone right in this area here. Boom. After I established that anchor point right here and the market came down, touched this, I started looking in this particular area with this trend line. I have also this little bit of support right here, or resistance, excuse me, right here. And so I did take a trade here, and I used Trade of 8. It was a live account. I did bracket order. But what I did is when the market came up, I had again drawn this trend line. You know what? We have another fib. Sorry about that. I have a fib here that went from the top here down to the 78, bottom of the 78.6 here, and it established this 61.8. Comes back down, and when I took this trade, it came back up, touched the 61. When it hit the 61.8, I had the 61.8, I had a trend line, I have this little bit of resistance right here, and also when I load up the study set, we have not a little, maybe slightly divergence from here to here, but it is the overbought right here, and it started to turn. So I figured I had overbought, slight divergence, I had support, had a trend line, so I had a lot of confluence here. Felt really good about it. I got in at 69.0, took a short position, 69.05. My stop was up here at 15 tick stop, 69.20. It was just above the trend line, above the resistance. So everything looked good there. I then, as the market came down with my 15 ticks, I took half my position off. I then drew another fib from here to the top, so I have some type of a direction. Anyway, I have some type of a target, I mean. And so what I did is took the half off, 15 ticks, so I had a risk-free trade at that point, so I felt good about it. I probably could have managed this a little bit better, but when it came down to, I think, this point right here, I took another one off when the market came back up. This was at I believe a 38.2. And I thought maybe the market could head up, so at that point I took two more off. The market then came down, it got to the 50, and I took the rest of the position off right here at the 50, and then it came back up and did some things. But anyway, I hope I made this in time. The length of time is okay. Let me know what you think, Tom. Thank you.